part of me that wants to say this Antimage was not a desperation pick, but not something I love. It's definitely not something I love. They've got a ton of catch for him. They've got the Chronosphere available as well, so I feel like it's a hard Antimage game, and I don't like this hero at the moment anyway. So I'm just gonna speak my bit. That's how I'm feeling. Am I wrong, T-Gov?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's fine.
Okay.
We'll see if there's a bit of regression here, but like this Antimage.
I'll just not elaborate on that point.
No, I'm going to. I just wanted to see if they fought first. I'll elaborate in a second. Right. You're looking at it.
I mean, it would have been kind of Chad to just be like, "No, you're wrong," and continue with the cast.
I mean, Twitch stats already given you reasons why you're wrong, and it is only bat chest. But anyway, no, I think so. Antimage. The reason why you don't see it often is because there's a lot of pressure in early fights right now, and PSG Quest went for a very low map progressing lineup that gives Antimage room to farm, and also Keeper Light is so obnoxious early on. He makes so much room on the map. His level 6, the solar binds, the fights he can take. We're expecting Nigma to be in the lead based on their desire to fight early on, which will always buy time for Miracle to get that Battle Fury, to get that next item. Of course, the game can get weird if Void and DK are always jumping Antimage, but then are they going to always be finding that perfect jump with a Brute, Ench, and Terribly kind of running around in front doing just random shenanigans, Kotal Orchiding you and stuff? Like, I think Nigma have the tools to make the fights rather chaotic, but in a scaling game where PSG Quest control all vision and control, an item advantage potentially, then yes, this Antimage could just feed and game's over, right? But I do see a world where this Antimage is uncontested and getting to pick his battles. Also going Aghanims, very important in this game. Being able to poke out from a distance, wait to see where the Void or the DK are, and then initiate. These supports will not do anything to Antimage as the game progresses, so I really have the hope that this game goes the distance. I want to see some epic clashes of the Void versus Antimage, and yeah, we'll see who comes out on top here. I really do hope this is a close and competitive final game 5, and not just Antimage never had any items. It's a walkover.
It's always a threat, but Malik taking a lot of damage here. Miracle as well, gonna have to use a Fairy Fire, but he gets first blood onto him, and now looking at Omar as well. Kuroki should be able to take him down. The Antimage will fall, but will it be worthwhile? Omar losing his life. Kuroki, they're both gonna die. This game's starting exactly how he wanted it to. Everybody's dead in the top lane. 4 kills going every which way. But critically, the highlight here is that Miracle did get first blood. So a nice little cash injection for him to start off the game and to start off his lane.
400 golden for PSG Quest. The gold went the way of Mirana. Of course, Omar not going to be complaining there, but Malik wishes he could be able to complete a bracer or something. Miracle with level 2 will start never so much more aggressive. Like, this is a pretty strong lane there, right? Some Ench gets 2 points in enchant down the line and bring a creep here, and Miracle keeps wanting to burn mana. It's quite a potent lane. I do expect Nigma Galaxy to be very happy with their lanes. You've got FPC Brewmaster playing into an ET. Like, ET's not going to really do much to him. You've got some evasion. Matthew can also reflect and be a nuisance. So I am leaning towards 3 lanes having probably economic advantage for Nigma Galaxy.
A good start. In the mid lane, Noob looking pretty happy to start things off. We'll see what happens when Smell starts to really lay in the hurt. Now he's at level 3. Bakura's going to start to blast on down. Matthew not really trading super well against Ducalis here. In fact, Ducalis getting busy with it. He has got himself a blood grenade. Not going to throw it down for the Terrorblade there. Backs himself out. Top once again. Malik getting pretty low. Miracle this time. He's just sitting with the double Wraith Band. Double Wraith Band Antimage is kind of interesting, no?
It's very aggressive. He wants to play for the fight. He wants to go for the kills, and I like that killer instinct from this lane. Kuroki, he's going to be able to keep the HP on Miracle. Sure, if this was a different position 5, then he's half HP tangoing up, but as you have that naked attendance, utilize that additional HP, keep trying to throw your body into the fight and click down your opponent. So yeah, I'm liking the way that Nigma are approaching this top lane right now. Kuroki very close to level 3. When he gets a better creep, we'll continue to help find punishment, but Mia Malik not really getting shut down on net worth. Both the DK and the Antimage very even on their gold gain so far.
Yeah, what Miracle managed to get from the kill, Malik's been able to make up for in CS, pulling ahead just a little bit so far. A little bit easier for him in these chaotic lanes to be able to secure extra CS here and there. Being that tanky lad. I haven't spoken so much about this bottom side, just kind of watching Ducalis and Matthew kind of battle it up on the sidelines, but over here, FBZ and TA2000. I've just kind of been trading it up. Not so much aggression down here. I mean, they don't really have the stuns and slows to work with quite as much as the other lanes.
Yeah, ET's always such a weird laner. Like, if he's against like double melee with like a level advantage, sure, he can go for a fight, but against heroes like Brewmaster that have some innate tankiness to them with disengage, he is never really the strongest. Same thing with Faceless Void. He kind of does damage, but not really. And that is why this Terrorblade is able to make moves on the map. Sure, he might get dilation slow, but yeah. The evasion of the Brewmaster really just gonna help him exist in this bot lane.
Yeah, Brewmaster's evasion is very silly as well. So high. Especially when he's all brewed up. Pretty much untouchable at that point. On the top, talking of untouchable, Kuroki on the top side has hit that level 3. Gets himself an Alpha Wolf and start to lay a bit more harassment down. These crazy high armor, high damage creeps are super annoying for anybody to deal with. Luckily you do have Mirana in this lane though, so the arrows are potentially there. Yeah, like Kuroki might be able to micro them away. He is still going to be kind of tricky to punish as he's coming down to the bottom lane here, Kuroki. Looking at TA2000, I mean, there's a Time Walk available for TA2000, so it's just going to force him back off the lane and probably just return to top, I suppose. But in the meanwhile, they've gone to the mid lane, and Samael's actually going to fall here. Omar makes a rotation, Noob hits level 6, and they're going to bring down that Kotl.
Yeah, that's why they picked the Storm Spirit. You're always able to gap against this Kotl in TA2000, yep. Getting jumped a little bit in bot lane.
One more Time Walk, just about available, going for the TP, the damage, it's not going to be there. Oh, he gets away. I mean, it's still a little bit painful for TA2000 having to walk all the way back to lane, but better than dying.
This is why this Antimage pick's going to feel pretty good. Miracle's going to love this 1v1. The noise that Nigma are creating in the bottom side of the map. These three heroes, dude, he's going to rotate down. He's going to get a couple kills most likely.
Yeah, looking that way. FBZ going to be the first one to drop eventually. But yeah, Ducalis is gone. So they get the trade. Matthew and Kuroki going to be alright here. I mean, Noob's kind of just bursted all of his mana into killing off FBZ there, so...
More pressure applied away from the top side of the map. Nigma continued to keep his foot. So he actually even rotated top for a brief second on his Keeper of Light. Didn't pop his ultimate though, so that won't be on cooldown. Walking back towards mid lane. Noob having a very good start. I think top of the net worth of everyone. 600 gold ahead, sorry. 600 kills, that'd be incredible.
Oh, like that's what last game was, but maybe not quite. Noob just finding himself a couple of stacks here and there. The male not playing super far up anywhere, respecting the fact that there is this Storm Spirit in the game. Although Kuroki being very obnoxious, taking that Warpine Raider and just kind of chasing Noob down here. Noob, he does have mana to work with. He's got himself 7 magic wand charges, so we'll just have to use that ball lightning to get back to base even quicker, get that mana back, and now look over towards Ducalis. Samel, he turns up, he's got the Urn of Shadows, Blood Grenade available if he feels like he needs it. Matthew coming across, Reflection on cooldown, Kuroki can't quite get in range for Enchant right now. Astral going to return to the Elder Titan. Samel, he's not giving up the chase here, not at all. A second Urn available, right click's coming on through, and will not get the deny. Samel gets the kill, and that's a nice refill for his Urn, exactly what you want to be seeing as Kotl in this game.
This Void is just not hitting any creeps. The aggression from the supports of Nigma are really just choking out their opponent. Ooh, interesting. Noob's actually looking for the Orchid on this Storm Spirit. He jumps mid. He's looking to go on Matthew.
Certainly is. Matthew doesn't have that much health, although Lotus plus the magic one buys him a bit of time, but not quite enough. Omar going to be the next target here. No more leap charges available, but the vision just not there for FBZ. Walks out of range of the sentry, and they'll get themselves back here.
You know what annoys me with Brewmaster is the fact that you can just like perma toggle this thing.
Yeah, there's no cooldown on it, so you're just kind of always just spinning around.
Just like evasion, crit, armor, status, evasion, crit, armor. It's like, come on.
Pick a lane, dude. FBG going for the Radiance build. I think most brews we have seen that from so far.
Nice to get to the void. Get any minute if you get caught off guard, get caught by a chrono. Having that innate evasion is going to help you out. Not getting 100 to 0. And Kuroki is being so annoying in this game.
He is.
I don't want to jinx it, but like in regards to early game, this is the best from Kuroki so far in the grand finals. Like it's in the game 5 on his Enchantress. He is just constantly being a nuisance. Yeah, same thing for Matthew and his Terrorblade. They are really just doing,
there's
pulling a shift.
Malik getting jumped on a little bit here. I mean, absolutely no mana to speak of because he is laning into this Antimage, and now that he's drained, that slow's going to come in huge. Throwing an enchant on him as well. It'll take some time, but he will eventually go down. Oh, Miracle would have really liked that kill, but Manahoid a little early and excellently gives it to Matthew. But all good. Kill's a kill. And freeing up Miracle's lane even more, so he's just been able to get whatever he wants out of the map at the moment. Going to be heading for a very nice timing on that Battle Fury.
He is fully uncontested.
Up to top. But now... Whoa, hold on, Miracle. Almost walked into that arrow, but now blink out, but in comes a storm. They're looking to go onto him here. Noob doesn't void into the counter spell, and now TA2000 comes in with right clicks, and they will be able to bring him down. He has been... the Antimage has been officially contested.
It had to happen eventually. They did get a kill. Very important to do it.
Pretty big force though, and Kuroki is ready to go. He's got an army of skeletons gathered in the middle lane to start this push going, and Astral Step into Echo Stomp, and Ducalis just going to slow things down. Top lane slowly being taken. The tower's about to fall with those catapults. 2 lanes are pushing, and make it through actually as FBZ is getting pretty busy in the bottom lane as well. So maybe Galaxy pretty happy about this one, especially with Ducalis just getting blasted in the arse in the mid lane as well. 1 tower fall, 2 tower fall, and make it 3. FBZ takes out bottom. Very favorable trade for Nigma Galaxy.
Isn't. Let's keep clicking on these heroes. Like, damn, they got so many items. Like FBZ's closing in on his relic for the Radiance. That is such a quick time for him. All 3 cores of Nigma are at like 5,000 net worth. What
I'm not sure what move specifically it was that PSG Quest have like opened the map up so much for Nigma Galaxy. It might even be that rotation onto the Antimage at the top, which...
Yeah, they use so much to go to the top left that... Yeah, exactly. They use everything top left, which means just Nigma don't respond. Thanks mate, you died, but it's all good, and Terrorblade goes down. That could be terrible in a different cast, but again, it's a support, so not too bad.
Yeah, last game, that would have been bad.
Very bad.
Now, Noob does have a regen rune to play with. Maybe we see Noob kind of playing up with that. That said, he is kind of waiting for this Orchid. But it is the kind of more traditional Storm build this game, where he wants to be online, he wants to be finding this Antimage, finding this Brewmaster, preventing splits, preventing blinks.
It's such a nice item build, I think. If he goes for Witchblade, he's just going to fall off on damage and his game will get pretty miserable. Orchid gives him points of pressure to apply, and Antimage pre-Manta, it's going to feel so good. He needs to get there as quick as possible. He's frantically running through the jungle. He's trying to get it as soon as possible. He's 600 gold away. And you know, Storm Spirit versus Antimage is always the race for the early game. How quickly can Storm get the Orchid? How quickly does Battle Fury get online for Antimage? And he gets to hide away deep into the jungle, getting that Manta for his own protection. And so far, Noob is top net worth. He is doing a stellar job. 3-0-2. Closing in.
Ducalis has been seen by Samael. He's ready. Spirit form down, along with the Illuminate, and Miracle comes in and lands the solo kill. No, very, very close to that Battle Fury. It was a nice little cash injection for him.
They have
something... Go on.
I said, do they have smokes available? Storm's about to get his orchid. Oh, okay, they insta-smoke. And Miracle,
Yes,
he's showing
to answer
top
your
lane.
question.
Thank you very much.
They might not be ready for this. It's very quick. And Storm
Kuroki's
hasn't really
position,
shown
he's
with his
gonna-
ingredients quite that often, so...
I think Kuroki's just going to tank it.
Guard.
He's walking through the jungle. And they're not really smoking
Samael's
towards the
gonna illuminate
Antimage.
mid. This might be punished if they go on Samael under the tier 1 tower in the middle lane. I'm not
Baiting
sure.
the shield rune.
Oh, okay, shield rune would be a big
They
bait.
were.
And now they're going to use it. Shield rune on the Storm, going to absolutely free them up, but they go for Matthew instead. Looking at the Terrorblade right now, moving across to Kuroki. Suddenly, this don't look so hot anymore. PSG Quest.
Antimage turned up.
And FBZ.
Oh my.
Well,
So-
not the awkward reveal you're really looking for, to be honest.
It was a very awkward rule instead. They couldn't really find Antimage because they would have bumped into Enchantress. They didn't want to jump the Kotl because TB was there with Sunder. So if they do jump Kotl, he will just be fully back to life and there's no real follow-up. Noob announcing his orchid to the game without a kill. And Malik, what's happening down here? Oh, ooh.
Just
Okay.
quick little 3-man chrono TP out. Sometimes you just need to get yourself out of there as quickly as possible. So no aggressive potential with the first chrono of the game, just purely using it to escape. It's absolutely fine for a Faceless Void though. I don't know. Usually it's fine. I think it's fine.
How bad his start went, if he's using that chrono to not die and to continue farming some medium camp, he's probably pretty happy.
Yeah. And Battle Fury complete into immediately going for this Ancient stack. Miracle's going to start to shoot up that net worth chart unless Quest can do something about it. And of course we are looking for that Manta that would make Miracle a wave cutting machine. Feel much freer in the map to be able to just do what he needs to do. The Quest, they're looking for a bit of pressure here. I mean, even TA2000 coming up to this middle push. I mean, no Chronosphere, so TA2000 kind of just hanging out for the tower kill, and he is going to get it as Matthew goes down. Noob goes in for the freebie onto the Terrorblade. I think we'll get that kill, but all the while, they're farming up an FBZ, they're farming up a Miracle, and FBZ just hit that Radiance timing, so next fight, we might see him TP in and try to make the difference happen.
Kuroki, he's going for a very ambitious build here on the Enchantress. He's not looking for some Dragon Lance or Jump, he's going for the Aghanim's. That's going to be the little friends. He's going to be able to get 2 enchant creeps, and it does provide a root based on every unit that it hits. So, I mean, against some Storm or Void, if he hits some... It's like a really shit Nature's Prophet build, basically. And like, when you know how they buy Ags and get root? This is like his version of it.
I don't know, it's a long route. That's the thing about this ability. Like
miles away.
As long as you have a few creeps nearby, yeah.
But no, it'll be... Keep an eye out. It could be a very subtle game changer if he does actually pull it off. I don't think PSG Quest will be ready for the little friend route to really play a part, but every little is going to help in these bigger fights. And we'll see if Kuroki can even get there. There's a lot of gold required, and he's not really taking a lot of farm off the map.
No. I mean, he'll have his creeps pushing out waves, which is going to help boost his income quite a lot. Yeah, I mean,
he's had the battle for some time. This orchid timing from Storm, one smoke and they went quiet. So Miracle, he's living the Antimage dream right now. Battle Fury uncontested, farming up his ancients, going up the bottom lane, just fully uncontested at the moment.
yeah, I'm getting the feeling that PSG Quest are maybe not really playing at the tempo I would expect them to. But they're feeling the pressure in this series a little bit, but not playing up at all at the moment. Yeah, this could be big. FBZ, great target if they can silence him up. Of course, he has got that Radiance, but they don't do it in time. They see them. Instead, they go in the backlines, look for the Terrorblade again. Malik, though, just getting blasted in the front here, and FBZ should be able to kill him off with his Brewlings. Not much to be done about this. Malik falls. Here, 2000, just trying to get himself away. Wants nothing to do with this one. Chronosphere is available, but doesn't really have the targets, and there's a lot of things they can throw out into that Chrono to reduce his damage, realizing there's no opportunity. TP's a way to go farm up somewhere else. Now you're in that really awkward position where you're just trying to play a farming game as a Faceless Void versus an Anti-Mage with Battle Fury. It's not going to be pretty.
You think PSG Quest right now, whilst they're playing the game, in the back of their minds, they're thinking, damn, this Terrorblade. We didn't expect it to be flexed. You know, the Kuroki won't play at 5. It has to be the Miracle. And in reality, oof, it might be sitting on their minds just a little bit. Maybe at least the coach who's watching in the back room right now. No more influence can be applied to this series. As soon as this game ends, it's qualification or not. Hindsight will be very powerful, and yeah, at the moment, it's looking like Nigma are just doing exactly what they want to do to win this game. PSG Quest, I think they understand the severity of the situation of this game right now. Like, one bad Chrono, one forced extension will just allow Nigma to break open onto the map, allow this Miracle Anti-Mage to have even less cares, knowing that he can survive a big fight, and showing a lot of discipline, showing a lot of reservation. They do not want to give more to Nigma. Net worth lead kind of fluctuating between 1 and 2k gold, and against an Anti-Mage, that feels really bad. Manta 500 gold away. Manta on Remos soon on the horizon.
In they go onto the Brew down to the bottom side. And the damage is coming through thick and fast. Nigma Galaxy, they're nearby though, and they are forcing them back. Great coverage. More Nigma Galaxy, and yeah, complete lack of damage in this team. I mean, I feel like that's kind of the Storm Spirit's issue here. He's gone for this Orchid build, but you know, you don't have that Witchblade, you don't have the Kaya, and you're just kind of lacking in oomph.
Yeah, Sumo in position as well. Right, he throws out an Orchid, he throws out Illuminate, he gives just a little bit of something to give Brew some life. And
true.
I really agree. The
big Illuminate heals, making the difference. And then once they realize that the Brewmaster's not going to go down, they realize that Primal Split, very, very soon available. Yeah, that's not something you can stick around to find out. So once we hit this Manta style on the Anti-Mage, you know, is that just go time? Do you feel pretty uncontested in this game? I suppose there's still the Chronosphere issue.
Yeah. I think Miracle has done a very good job so far at being present for engagements that could become bigger than they actually are. Like, a lot of these pickoffs, he's been on the fringe of that fight if you've been looking at the MENA map, but he never commits. With a with a Manta, he will be even more tempted to join a fight, but I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to farm up to get that Butterfly. A lot of damage from PSG Quest right now comes from the right click. So DK needs to right click you, Void needs to do it, Storm as well. It's not a lot of damage coming from other sources. And that is why Butterfly into Aegis is Nigma's we're going to win this game moment, I feel. And until then, I'd like to see them at least play aggressive, but take a fight under your control. Don't just wildly go aggressive just because you have the item. And they are smoking up as 5. As long as they have wards, they can do this, but it needs to be FBZ starting the engagement, getting that split, and from there letting Miracle decide how he wants to fight. Amp damage as well.
Amplified damage, but the Astral Spirit is doing work right now. Beautifully scouted from Ducalis, sees the runes, sees the heroes under the cover of smoke. And they should be avoided by Quest. Yeah.
It also was the River Ward as well, so multiple forms of vision, enabling PSG Quest to dodge this. Maybe they can find Storm Spirit, they jump on in. He can be just gets delivered.
He's out though, so
what a timing.
Very fortunate timing. Give that courier a raise, goddammit. It's a
they go
DVD
to Roshan
Express service right there. Looks like it.
Okay, of course they got the amp damager, so why not?
Absolutely, that's going to help out.
Yeah.
PSG Quest might not quite be ready for this one. And they have the tools to contest it, but again, like, it's not a Rosh lineup. It's not a lineup where you're going, these guys are going to look to take Roshan early on. Like, not really. Manta, Anti-Mage, good, but it's not amazing. Ducalis, once again, scouting it all out. Oh, did he do the... Oh yeah, he did the portal trick.
Oh, what's happening with the old Roshan? There we go. It's so slow.
It's slow. It's extra slow because Ducas did the portal trick where you send your astral spirit through the portal gate sound into the bottom, into the pit, stomp, and then it flies all the way across the map again. So
Miracle we blinked out, but that's what I was reacting to. Miracle blinked out of the pit after that as well. It's like maybe they're coming. It's like, oh wait a second, it's just the E team. And you asked about going aggressive. I expect maybe Roshan to be post butterfly, but with that amp damage, they have accelerated the timings just a little bit, and I really do feel that this is Miracle's window to just blink on in. Be crazy, go crazy. You know, in the words of Troll Warlord. Soak up a Chrono for your team, open up that fight, and maybe they find someone here. He's posturing behind the trees. He's pinging out Noob. They have the ward.
They found him. Orchid's out, but BKB comes out just as quickly from the Storm Spirit to try and get himself away. TP is out and is successful. Miracle looks over towards the Delta Titan, but can't bring him down. Orchid there from the Coddle with the ridiculous range with the Spirit form.
Yeah, it's so much. Like 250 cast range on your ultimate, going up to 375 when you get higher level. It's a lot to deal with, and to be fair, Nigma, the way that they're playing it is a lot to deal with as well. Also, he had such an incredible start. It was what, 3-0-2, and since then he's only found 2 assists. His Orchid timing netted 0 kills for him. His BKB timing has only been used to run away, and because of that, of course, Antimage is a great matchup into it. If he ever uses too much mana at any minute, he just becomes... You know, he has a massive target on his back to pop. Yeah. They're trying to do Tormentor. They are going to take it. I can't wait to see Kuroki with his little friends.
Yeah, me too. I want to see if this pays off. The thing about this is instant as well. There's no chance of dodging it. It's just an instant route on the floor, so... Very tricky one to avoid for a Storm.
BKB on Void.
BKB. They jump him. They're looking to just try and bring down the Antimage. They will be able to do so. Can they get him on the respawn? I mean, they've got the Chrono Spear available. BKB very early from TA2000. They just want to try and bring the guy down. And Miracle, he's not surviving through this. Matthew tries to come into the sideline and get on the Thunder, but can't do it. He falls. Noob looking for more. Everything being used to keep this chase going. Samael's going to be the next target here. Samael on the run. He's very fast. Coddle. Noob chasing. Looking. He's got the Electric Vortex. Should be enough to allow Malik to connect. And they get another kill on top of it.
Alright, we got a game on our hands. They have the ages, they have the timings, but he just gets, you know, hundreds of zeros and then perfectly laid with the Chrono on top. And Matthew, he tried to run in, he tried to get the Sunder off, but there just wasn't enough room for him to get around that little gap, not get hit by the Chrono, just running into it. And
it was really hard.
Miracle very, very close to his butterfly. The TA2000 after a pretty miserable game. He already sees the components. He's rushing his way towards an MKB. And at some point in the game, we are going to have the narrative of, will Antimage show? Will Void just hit the Chrono? Can the MKB Void just 100-0 this Antimage? Depending on where he places it. If he does it in a nice way that the Chrono always blocks the kind of advancement of Nigma, you're never going to get that Terrorblade into a sundering position. You have to be careful. You've had an incredible start to this game, Nigma, but they have the tools to kill your Antimage. Something that we had raised, the Void, the DK, they can punish a farmed Antimages, but it's just the pacing that you set that can punish it. And yeah, we've seen both sides now.
Yeah, Aegis just being a massive, massive bait, unfortunately, for Miracle, because he feels immortal, but if you've got Chrono available and you kill him without it on the first life, then you're just going to go down again. Matthew almost managing to be the difference maker in that one, but not quite. And now TA2000 has a game. He was really kind of out of the runnings for a while. He was just 0-0, trying to hit jungle creeps, trying to outfarm an Antimage. Never going to happen, but there you go. Second Chrono Spear of the game, and it is absolutely massive. Secures the Antimage kill, gets them the Terrorblade as a +1, and then he's able to run down the remaining kill for them. PSG Quest very, very happy that they've been able to kind of stop the pace of Nigma Galaxy. So, what items are we looking for now? Of course, Butterfly queued up for Miracle. This is Void. Looks like There will be a window where there is a butterfly, but no MKB, but a very small one.
I kind of thought he already had the components for butterfly, but no, he didn't. He still was waiting for the talisman. I thought he was one away, but yeah, not to be the case. 700 gold away from that 50,000. He's desperately trying to get the 70. He's like, please, guys, I'm trying to farm as quick as I can.
Good time. Yeah, it's a really good time for Nigma guys to go fight. Kuroki's just picked up this Aghanim Scepter, Little Friends plus double enchant. Really nice.
Do you think there'll be an argument that Nigma took Roshan like too early in this game? The idea that they forced the fight a little bit too early, delayed the butterfly, and now when they have the butterfly, the next fight, Void might even have MKB. So the next Roshan fight, this butterfly is fully removed from the game. It's something to think about. They are smoked up. They're trying to find the Brewmaster.
I will answer your question, but yeah, after FBZ runs away from everybody. I think the answer to that comes down to the spells on the side of PSG Quest, because they do have the Elder Titan and the Faceless Void. Incredible Roshan fighting potential. So the fact that they're able to just get in early and sneak the Roshan without PSG Quest really being aware of it is probably the best you could have hoped for. At least in the first kind of like even 30 minutes of the game.
Yeah, it's just like second Roshan, it's often so pivotal, and the Void is one component off of this MKB. Butterfly now compete on Miracle.
Yep, picks it up, and TA2000 trying to look for him right now. Invisible under the cover of Moonlight Shadow. Miracle though did see it.
Is sprinting away.
Yeah,
get me out
it wasn't
of here.
a subtle gank, I'll be honest.
No.
Running past the creep wave with Moonlight Shadow just being cast is not usually the way you see this one done, but Quest very desperate to try and convert that Void kill.
Hoping he's really focused on that hard camp.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Matthew's actually looking for a Blink Dagger. I like that idea. He needs to get around this Chrono. He needs to be able to hit a Sunder. We're yet to see the full effect of the support Terrorblade, and if you can get the blinks off, if you can actually make that move, on Sunder it's potentially all it takes to deal with PSG Quest. Right now it really feels like, can they kill in the moment? I think Blink gives you
commitment.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of cast range or free choice of every fight. Like the Aether Lens still. No, I think Blink is just far superior, especially if he gets like an Aghanim down the line. Then he's got some like Blink Fear, like it kind of backs up into future items. And Aether Lens
makes a build, yeah.
Yeah. Just a bit shit, I'll be real.
It's fine, I can take criticism.
No, that's okay.
I'm not crying.
Again, I'm here to, speak my mind. I'm
from watching Dota for 7 hours. Yeah, Mansa done by FBZ, so that's going to give him the break for the Orchid, which is really nice. Kind of the only way beyond Chronosphere to stop him from getting off these primal splits. And the ability to shove waves with these Radiance Illusions, very nicely.
Okay, here it is. MKB is online. You got Blink, Manta, BKB on Malik. PSG Quest, they have all the tools to win a fight. It is just, can they stop the Terrorblade from sundering? Can they 100-0 Antimage within the limited stuns that they have available? If yes to both, then they're back in the game. We'll see if they can execute on it. And the Brewmaster open up the fight, tank up a spell. All the little friends of Croak that we've yet to really see do something.
FBZ is seen. The arrow, it's not going to connect. Does he get a chance to get it off? He doesn't. The bashes are in. The damage is there. And they'll kill off FBZ. And now they look over towards Matthew. That's going to be another clean kill for PSG Quest.
Just like that.
Sunder?
He just sundered a 4 HP Nigma player. This guy is using Dota Labs. Valve gave you the ability to interact only with allied units, and you're not using it. He just misclicked that, and I'm not saying it would turn the fight, but Brew would be able to split and maybe run away.
I mean, it would have at least forced out the Chronosphere if he'd done that.
Yeah. It done sight more than nothing.
Yeah.
Alright, hopefully Matthew doesn't misclick again in the future. Especially if it's an anti-mage in a game-deciding fight. Actually, not having the best game so far compared to his previous one. He walked into a chronosphere, he just sundered an enemy. And now Roshan, it has respawned. We already spoke about the fact that PSG Quest are in their timing to be the aggressors. The MKB simplifies the team fight. This Antimage isn't unkillable now with this butterfly. And I like the fact Miracle's looking at the Agnums, but scans out, they're already in the pit. Where's Nigma?
It's going down so quick, what the hell?
Matthew,
it's going really quick. And Illusion gets killed off before he gets in there, so they don't know how low it is. Do they realize the urgency of the situation on Nigma Galaxy? I don't think they do. They're slowly trickling in Illusions, but it's already too late. TA2000 grabs the Aegis. And once again, PSG Quest grabbing this game and dragging it back in their favor.
This is such a nail-biting game 5. Like, Nigma with the early game momentum. PSG Quest now sniping away that second Aegis. And it looked like Miracle Antimage was just going to take over the game, but his impact has been stalled. Yeah. He is looking for the Agnums though.
Oh, he sees the Faceless Void. Ooh.
Blink up in one.
Yeah, he's able to get away.
Deep breaths, deep breaths.
Thank God that TA2000 didn't know that the blink was on cooldown. He wasn't willing to make that gamble.
As much as pickups are fun, I would like the game, like the big moments, to be actual team fights. Like, this game does not deserve like Miracle to die by himself and PSG Quest to take momentum, or Void to die by himself and Nigma to take momentum, right? Like, this game deserves the full 5-on-5, the chronos, the sunders, the splits and all.
Indeed. Hopefully we get it. Well, but, I mean, the pressure's got to be going to the players as well, especially Miracle, who has to play on the map, he has to be pushing out, he has to be active, but at the same time, there is always that massive threat looming over him. Off the Faceless Void Chronosphere, catching him out. I mean, even without it, Dragon Tail, Arrow, Echo Stomp, it could also be enough to just seal his fate with Electric Vortex as well. So, always just kind of cognizant of that as he moves around the map. Got to be aware of his own positioning, the enemy's positioning, what they can see, what information they have. A tough game for an Antimage. Never going to be free this one.
Well, identified this as well. He's rushing the Wind Waker. Often you see like a Hex build on Keeper of Light, but he's quietly just been farming the top side of the map during all this PSG Quest timings, right? And in doing so, he's relatively close. Matthew does go down. You need to remind yourself that he's a support. Every time I see TB dying, even though it's been support for about 3 weeks in pro pubs and a couple times in pro players, oh, okay, it's fine.
Yeah, also we did just witness like 75 minutes of TB being the most farmed hero in the game, so I think
it's true. It's warranted.
It's sort of ingrained right now. We need to be power washed clean. Antimage very, very close to that 25. Unspell magic resistance or mana void cooldown? What are you saying?
I'd probably go resistance. Void does do quite a lot of magic damage, right? The Monkey King bar procs, the Maelstrom procs, the Bash procs, so it makes sense. As if there's multiple mana void targets, so yeah, I'd probably lean for magic resistance.
Oh, TA2000 and Antimage on the same part of the map again, but they're all backing themselves out.
There is a world
very
where
vivid line scribbled by Noob.
Each player has to be careful in this game. Now Miracle has his Agnums, he's going to be able to send out these blink fragments in his place, and it only takes one, mishap where you, I think he has to roll Antimage, you instant chrono because he's such an elusive hero, and now it's on cooldown, game gets difficult. I'm going to need to see a lot of discipline from TA2000 and really just understand the fight before he goes in. Miracle, he's playing so aggressive, so far pushed up, and they see him, they're pinging him out. Uh-oh, indeed, uh-oh.
Miracle, did he sense something's wrong? I mean, he's just running right now. Going to send a fragment out to attack the Tormentor to cancel any blinks potentially or anything like that, but of course, no Dragon Knight around here, but cute idea nonetheless, but Miracle gets himself out to safety.
Takes so much to be able to make these moves.
Looks like Miracle's always walking that line. It's so uncomfortable to cast.
His job is to push out the waves to keep the game going, right? There's an Aegis in play.
Yeah,
PSG Quest,
exactly.
if they had all waves, this DK would be putting illusions on the tower.
Oh my
They
god,
have
1,000
actually scanned
pings
them
on the map.
out. They're looking.
Did you see the amount of pings that just came down?
Yep.
Oh, Storm jumping deep, looking in for the Watcher, looking to cut off Miracle once again.
He's just
no
behind
TP
them.
available. Wait, he doesn't have a TP full stop.
He just TP back from his previous endeavors, right? Like, 80,000. Let's see the blink fragment and didn't use it, but they have a creep wave. Malik has the Aghanims there. They're hitting on the tier 2 top. Miracle, meanwhile, is skipping the wave. They're about to have, I believe, Abyssal.
I feel like we do need to talk about Malik a little bit because I don't really think we've mentioned him at all. He's the second richest hero in the game. He's got BKB, Mantis Style, Mage Slayer, Aghanim Scepter. This is a fat Dragon Knight, another core, just ready to roll for the side of PSG Quest. And this hero is a beast in the late game, so he's now knocking on the high ground. Miracle, though, going to cut all the waves possible. They'll get the tower, but that's going to be it for now because they don't have a wave to work with, at least not yet. The next one is coming in. Miracle finishes off the Abyssal Blade, which means no buyback available, but may be able to turn up to the next fight. Aegis is gone on the Faceless Void, but he's picked himself up a Lincoln Spear, so he's got another layer of protection.
What if he dies right now? No buyback at their base. And Malik, sure we've not spoke about him, but like you said, he's scaled beautifully into this game. Because of him, the Void doesn't have to show at the start of the fight. The DKB will be the one that will progress the towers, will force Antimage back to base, and he continues to play this game with just no cares, only plays on his own intuition, skipping waves, but dancing along the tree line. On the other side is the enemy, on his side he's farming the jungle, and he fully buys out for the Abyssal Blade, not even caring about the buyback. He wants to make that jump, he wants to find that Void or Storm and try and get the kill. Sure, you need to pop a Lincoln's first on both of them, but if they do, they can die solo to this Antimage.
There's so much scaring to come out from both teams here. I don't even know what these late game fights are going to look like. Noob bouncing around.
See one. We've not really seen a fight, have we?
No, we haven't. It's 15-8 right now, but it doesn't really feel like it. I think like a lot of these kills happen in the laning phase, and since then it's kind of been a chill time. I have not seen Little Friends. Full stop.
No, I've not. No. I mean, I'm sure Croaky has some little friends, but right now we're not seeing any of the little friends.
Wait, no, never mind. I just figured out what's going on. He doesn't care. He doesn't even. I don't even think he cares about little friends at all. He just wanted to play Chen really badly, so he picked Enchantress, built an Aghanims Scepter, get himself a little creep army.
Yep. If it had 2 charges, that would have been pretty cool because he'd have been able to like steal both illusions from DK instantly. But that's not the case. It's just 2 total. Oh my god.
The moment they see the Anti-Mage illusion on the bottom side of the map, they just draw immediately. And actually, they're biting him now. Oh, Matthew and Miracle are going to catch him. The Chrono Spear comes down. Noob is nearby. Matthew, can he do anything? No, he cannot. He blinked away, so he's just going to TP himself out. Miracle has been caught 100 seconds out of the game. It was always going to be a possibility. But now, Nigma Galaxy backs against the wall.
He doesn't have buyback. Surely if they click on him, they'll see the Abyssal Blade. There's no way he's that farmed. PSG Quest, they've got to walk down the lane. They've got to at least poke out the potential idea of does he have buyback or not. Again, we see everything they don't, so maybe in their eyes they're like, he's farmed quite freely, maybe he's that rich, but surely they punish this.
Crucially, the Brewmaster illusions on the top side are actually able to kill off the wave, so
they have bot wave.
they're gonna have to wait one more wave coming through. It's just slowing things down just a bit. The Terrorblade illusion as well, and no urgency from Quest at all here. It doesn't look like they're gonna force this, which is
Malik's giving it a good little tickle, but yeah, Magdor is up due to that illusion, and now it finally falls. They're walking up to the high ground, dead for 33.
it's a long
He's not in the
time.
game.
Bot barracks are gonna go down. Nigma Galaxy starting to sweat just a little bit. Middle barracks now going to be the next target. FBZ could pop the primal split here and just slow things down, but he really wants to wait for his Anti-Mage to have a chance to get back into the game. But if Quest aren't careful, And they do let FBZ get off that split, throw someone up into the air. They might be able to buy enough time for the Antimage to just naturally come back into the fight. Malik, Manta out, gets himself back.
Oh, dragon on dragon action.
Usually you've got to pay good money to see that. They do go down. Roki's dragon is stronger. Now he can shove that down the middle lane. PSG Quest, 10k gold up. A lane and a half of barracks also going in their favor now as well. Chronosphere, 10 seconds till it's back up again.
Oh,
Maybe Galaxy are trying to force something here.
He went back for the Hex on Sumo. He didn't go for the Wind Waker. They might have a Hex rule. They had the jump Abyssal.
They are going to be able to catch the storm, but there is a Chronosphere available, but he jumps away on Miracle, but TA2000 still chasing. Another Chronosphere is available. They're going to try and bring him down. Matthew's here, though. Lands asunder. Will it be enough? It won't. Miracle. He's gone again. TA2000. He has his number. He has his address.
DreamLeague Season 23 is calling, but for PSG Quest, like, Antimage, he farmed for everything. He got the first stages, he died twice top. He then farms the entire map, gets picked off by one chrono, picked off by a second chrono. PSG 2000, he struggled in the laning phase, but he itemized beautifully. And Noob, likewise, struggled just a little bit, but...
Buyback on Matthew.
What's going to stop them?
Means a whole lot. Sproink, that'll do it. Samael getting jumped right now. He's going to go down as well. No buyback. No buyback on Samael. They're going to keep on pushing. They're going to keep on pressuring. FBZ, no ultimate available. Looking like he might just go down as well. Nigma Galaxy. They farmed. They farmed. They looked so good. And now they call GG. It is over. It is over. But PSG Quest, they finally managed to pull it off. They get their spot at DreamLeague. They fight it out of Nigma Galaxy's hand. They earned it. And they will be your MENA team qualifying to join Falcons in